Hi everybody, welcome to the Dave DiIanni Show. I'm DJ Foster, joined by Grand Valley State head soccer coach Dave DiIanni. Coach, thanks for joining me this week.
Thank you.
Well, the big game of the weekend for you was on Friday night. Michigan Tech came in with an 8-0-1 record in conference play. They were actually sitting ahead of you in the league standings as you were 7-1-1. But you went out and made quite a statement with a 5-0 victory over Michigan Tech. You led 1-0 at halftime. Jenny Shaba scored in the 20th minute to give you a one-goal advantage, but then you exploded in the second half with 4 goals. Kayla Addison, Erin Hilbert, Ashley Botts, Jenny Shaba scored again, and then it turned from a close game into quite a blowout. Chelsea Parise made 6 saves to get the shutout, but certainly, as I said, a statement game for you and a very well-played game on your part.
Well, I think the score probably is not indicative of how the game went. Michigan Tech had some opportunities as well. I thought our back line played very well. I really like Michigan Tech. I think they're very athletic. I think they got some players. Their center mid and their left back are difference maker kind of players. Really, the game of soccer is about can you capitalize on your opportunities, and we did that. In the first half, going into half, it was 1-0. I thought we played well. I thought we missed some opportunities to make it a little bit more comfortable. We didn't score, and then we made a few adjustments at half, and give our upperclassmen, our seniors credit. I thought they did a great job in the second half, and they kept pushing. And it was, we knew that there's still some games to have, remaining for us to have to, accomplish our first goal, which is the GVSU title. Mm-hmm. But that was a big deal because both of us, we're chasing Michigan Tech at that point. So I was really happy with our upperclassmen. Ashley Botts played a great game. Kayla Addison, Erin Hilbert, Alyssa Myra, the players who should. And we, played without Maria Brown, and Jenny Shaba, contributed obviously 2 goals. So really happy with our kids, and they put a lot of motion and focus towards that game. And again, we need to win some more goals, or win some more games, to accomplish the GVSU, championship. But that's primary goal number 1 for us, and I thought that helped on Friday.
On Sunday, you took on the other school from the Upper Peninsula, Northern Michigan, not as strong as Michigan Tech. But it was senior day for you, so there were some distractions there and some emotion. But you win 8-0. You took a 2-0 lead in the halftime as Botts and Cassandra Wiltshire scored in the first half. And then you scored 6 goals in the second half. That was highlighted by Casey McMillan, who had a hat trick in just 14 minutes later in the second half. You had a 31-2 edge in shots, 13-0 lead in corners. Certainly a dominating performance for you. Well,
and I think, we talked at halftime, we have yet to have a good first half coming out of senior day. I think there's so much emotion, and especially with this senior class, they've had such a good career, sure. And hopefully it's going to extend for them. But, the both goals were kind of grinder goals. Cassandra Wiltshire gets in, fights off the defender, toe pokes a goal. And actually, Ashley Botts was almost, this similar. So they weren't aesthetically pretty, but those are the goals we've been missing all year. Mm-hmm. So second half, we refocused. I thought again the upperclassmen led the way, especially in the first 20 minutes. Got a couple goals. Got a good lead. Northern Michigan's really beat up right now, so I think they started getting tired, and there's not as much gas in the tank, and it was good. We got to pull all our starters and got to put all our entire bench on the field. And Casey McMillan scoring 3 goals in 14 minutes. That's Casey McMillan. She gets 1 goal, gets confidence, gets another goal, and that she's a goal scorer. Scored in 80 something goals at East Kentwood. So that was good for those kids, and it's good for our bench to get experience as we get on throughout games that mean a little bit more. And the deeper we are, the better we're going to be.
Your third player this season named GVSU Player of the Week as Ashley Botts took home that award. She scored 3 goals last week, and you said she played very well on Friday. Talk about getting her kind of in prime shape and ready to go for the postseason.
Well, I think that as a forward, things are, there's a lot of momentum to, your play. I think you get 1 goal, like we said with Casey McMillan, you get another, you start feeling good about yourself. And, Ashley's been a little bit snake bitten early on and not getting the goals that she's maybe accustomed to the first 3 years of her career here. And, give her credit. She's been working very hard, doing some extra, shooting and finishing. And so getting her going like any other senior that plays an awful lot is going to be, very helpful for our team. And, every good team we've had great senior leadership at the end of the year, and that's what we're getting right now.
Last time we talked, last week, we talked about a loss. You lost to Findlay 3-2 on October 12th. Since then, you won all 3 of your matches. 15-0 was the combined score of those 3 contests. You're now 13-1-2 overall, 9-1-1 in GVSU play. We kind of talked about how you would respond to that loss, and certainly a 15-0 score on the scoreboard and 3 victories, including a big one over Michigan Tech. Certainly, it's a good way to answer.
Yeah, again, I said it last week. I think our upperclassmen are starting to take over the team a little bit in terms of leadership and leading by example on the field. They're more vocal. I think they're finding there's a little bit more urgency to everything they do, because every game that goes by and every training session goes by, that's one less that they get left in their career, and that's what you want. You want our kids to be urgent with their play and their leadership. And I don't think we're playing tight. I think we're playing loose. Our team gets along very well. But again, like we said on Sunday, you're only as good as the last time you went out, and we have some big games this weekend on the road, which we got to prove that we can go in difficult environments and get a victory. And so that's going to be important for us to start, have a good training session today and prove that we can go on the road and win these kind of games, especially if it means getting the GLIAC championship brought back home.
Yeah, you talk about those games this weekend. You play at Lake Erie Friday night at 7 p.m., and then you're at Notre Dame of Ohio on Sunday at noon, and that closes out the GLIAC regular season for you. 2 wins, you'll at least own a share of the GLIAC championship.
Exactly, and I think what I see right away with both teams is I think very aggressive, very physical. They both have a player or two that can hurt you. But the biggest thing is all their points they got this year have been at home, not on the road. So, and we're going there. Mm-hmm. So I think it's really important for us to take the fight to them and to have a respect and understand that these are good teams at home. So we're gonna have to be better than we were at Findlay, because it's a similar environment. And I think we've learned our lesson, but we'll see this weekend.
2 more wins for the Grand Valley State soccer team this past weekend, and they close out the regular season this weekend in Ohio at Lake Erie on Friday and at Notre Dame College on Sunday. Dave, best of luck, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Thanks, DJ.
Thanks for watching the Dave DiIanni Show here on the Grand Valley Sports Network.